Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 4 on Immortal. Yeah, last segment settled some cities, got some workers in the queue. Looking good overall. Nobody's in war mode yet, as you can see. Or at least nobody I care about. Bismarck's actually a strong AI. In the last Monarch student game, he gave me a lot of trouble. He had double my power since I was playing on I was playing that on Immortal, and he had 2 vassals. That was a really long, nasty war. I wound up winning domination, but it was kind of narrow. It was a hard-fought victory. I definitely didn't cakewalk my way through that one. All right, last time I got yelled at in Lonely Hearts Club because I didn't build the granaries in time. I'm just gonna queue not the granaries, the lighthouses. Yeah, I want those workers before the lighthouse, but I'm just going to make sure I have the lighthouses in the queue for all the cities. I'm much more likely to correct a misqueue than I am to remember to put it in later. So that's that. Also, nobody has currency even now, and if they don't have it next turn, I'm going to shoot there, because I will get it before at least some of them get it then. Alright. Yeah, no one has currency. So, one of the reasons binary research is so good is because it lets you ensure that once you get the tech that you're researching, you can actually trade it. And trades, I believe I've said this before, they're the single greatest Baker multiplier in the game. Every time you trade a tech for equal or close to its value, you're essentially doubling up your research for the time period that you researched your technology. That can be a big deal, especially since if I can trade currency to 2 or 3 AIs, it's very helpful. And if I was teching something else, or they got it midway, that'd be problematic. I always get a little nervous seeing stuff on my borders. Let's check. Why not? But, yeah, I don't want your city. Not yet. I'll get them later, Willem. Don't you worry. I have no problem backstabbing you whatsoever. City's still working improved tiles, and it's going to get another one. How am I in my border pop odds here? Maybe it's time to start roading out here. That's actually suspicious desert tile. It's probably a resource of some kind that's late game. Okay. Yeah, these riverside cottages are really nice. It's going to be a very strong capital come bureaucracy. It'll probably account for half of my research, probably more than half of my research by itself. I'm going to farm this tile, so once I get civil service, it'll spread irrigation to the rice. Might as well set that up ahead of time. It'll help the city grow, too. I might want to get out of Buddhism eventually, but being here is actually good from a diplomatic standpoint. I have to worry about much less war when I'm not bordering the AIs directly. And there we go. This is why I really like the madrasas. I already got my second border pop in this city, and this one's probably not too far off. Yeah, see, there you go. So I'm not going to be, also because I didn't settle to take the cows from him, I'm not going to experience much culture pressure from him, and usually he's a big threat culturally. So the madrasas are really, people say they suck, but they don't really. They're not the best unique building in the game or anything, don't get me wrong, but they're not bad. Yay, I remembered a whip. And I thought oh, that's what happened. I traded my horses away. I was wondering why I didn't have my unit here. Currency in 2. Yeah, standard monument granary. See, like, that's how quickly they can get the tech. He has currency already. But I'm still have I'm definitely going to get monarchy from one of these guys. I might even be able to get calendar for currency. I I don't have any calendar resources other than the banana, which I'm getting food from already. I just need the, I would need it for its health bonus. But health isn't going to be a problem until I get monarchy. And grow my cities more. But yeah, this is probably the first time you guys are seeing, well, me anyway, expand peacefully in tech while still near the computers. So this is actually playing out differently from the first two Let's Plays I've done. That's a pleasant surprise, actually. You never know when you play a fractal map. Okay. Egypt's actually going to get pretty big. I'm not going to be able to get over there before the Immortal AI capture those barbarian cities. And that's not Alexander, so Pericles probably isn't going to harass Egypt too much. Oh no, I do have a calendar resource right here, so it will help me to trade for it. I will. Well, now she has currency too. Yeah, the AI is kind of like currency, but it takes a while before they're willing to trade it, and it's a really good tech. We demand you cancel deals with Egypt. No. She's giving me gold. Are you giving me gold? No, you're not. Don't worry, I'll run bureaucracy later, and he will like me. I'm just going to pick aesthetics as a placeholder. I'm going to see what they have. Okay, people have aesthetics, actually. Only one person has code of laws, and once somebody founds the religion for code of laws, it isn't prioritized heavily. So actually, I'm headed there next. Once again, I'm going to turn my research down though, while assuming I can trade this successfully. Oh, I might be able to get calendar. Yes.
For everything, there is a season and a time.
Look at that. Oh, of course. I should have checked to make sure that he didn't have beakers invested in... Yeah, he's almost done with currency, so he won't trade for it. That hurts. That's a mistake on my part, but it's not too bad. I'll just self-research monarchy, because I'm going to get a +1 happy cap for improving that spice tile. And I have a pretty good income rate right now, so I should be able to self-research monarchy pretty quickly. Even so, I don't like making mistakes like that. That's okay. Turns are getting a little slower now. Next up. Next up, I should probably produce some defense. But sooner or later, I might need it. Or I might just want to dogpile somebody and try to sneak some cities off for cheap. Oftentimes, Immortal AIs won't balance their siege properly, and you can just take a city that they did most of the work to weaken, which is actually pretty fun to do, too. Just I call it vulturing, kind of like the vulturing from fantasy football. Maybe, just maybe, I should start producing great people now, huh? Let's do that. Obviously, I want a scientist, so yeah, that's okay. I don't mind stagnating like that. But instead of temple, then I'm gonna produce more workers. All right, let's see if I can hit monarchy. Not quite. There we go. Now I can. And yeah, I'll take a chop in that. How long until my border pops? Okay, I'm just gonna have him skip a turn. Improving the pigs as soon as possible. It's kind of a priority now for that city. come to think of it, that's a calendar resource too. Calendar is a really good trade for me, actually. Okay, well, it looks like I'm come up on the time limit here. Looking good. Especially considering how poorly I'm playing, and I was reading that this was going to be hard, but it's not too bad so far. I'm going to continue expanding out my land and planning out war plans. I will see you next time on Let's Play Civilization 4.